Alright, so we're going to jump into this gameplay today. Had a nice little win. Started off kind of slow, but picked up in the end. Little 15 kill dub. Let's check it out. Heard a guy over to my right because they were shooting earlier, but I cut that piece out. But I heard the door open. Came out in the open, easy kill. Alright, so now I'm just trying to loot up, get what I need. Trying to get to that little secret door that's over here. But then I noticed that there's some gunshots, so there's a guy up straight ahead. He probably killed one of the guys, I assumed. But before I hit the door, I just want to take a quick peek. Heard him over on my left. Easy kill, shot in the back. Probably called me a camper. I know I would have called me a camper. Glad you saw I wasn't. Gonna open the secret door. This is always like my relay. Now I'm yapping on the game. I have the different audio stream going. But I saw that pop up, which means someone's near. I think it's within 30 or 35 meters. So I popped the UAV to see where they were at. See the vehicle coming in. He looks like he's driving away. So my concern was the guy in this building straight ahead. I didn't want to just speed through there, go through Death Valley. But quick little slideshow. I guessed where he was. I'm still not good at reading the UAV. I wish the map, the mini map, was larger. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because there was just a lot going on, and I just want to speed run through this. Got Lodi, and I'm playing one of the new Napkin song for you while this rocks. Anyway, so just looting up, got Lodi, trying to make my way. I know I wanted to get a bounty. That's typically the next stop after I get my first contract on my Lodi, because I like to get kills. I'm a mini sweat. Alright, so you saw somebody call the bounty on me. That's going to come into play a little bit later. Alright. Picked up the bounty. See where he's at. Not too far. That's why sometimes I like getting the small game bounties better than the big game. I know big game comes later, but small game is pretty close. So you see the guy over there by the buy. Always happens. I'm glad there was another car and he didn't jump into my car. And then you see I panic meleeed for some reason. But anyway, now we're on the chase. It was smart of him to stop, try to engage me a little bit, but stayed close to the car. But now, this guy over here, I'm his bounty. He's got a trophy so the impact won't work. Heat swap a little bit. Kill him dead. All right. Plate up, reload. Get ready to get back into this car chase with that other guy. So he stopped. I don't know exactly where. But then he started taking shots at me from the tower. Like, all right. So the objective is to get him to move off that spot because I'm not going to chow that because it's pretty much a head glitch. So napalm. Now, napalm is like the most garbage kill streak that there is. It does absolutely nothing. But it got him to move, and he's back in the vehicle, so we're back in the car chase like it's fucking Fast and Furious. And like the old Fast and Furious, not the new shit where they go to space and get in submarines and shit like that. I don't know when the fuck that shit became James Bond. Mission Impossible, whatever the fuck they think they are. Anyway, so boom, wanted to close the gap. Good old impact grenade. finish the story. I love the way he screamed. UAV here. See where the next push is. Need some information to do that. Let's skip ahead here a little bit. I grabbed the bounty, but then this guy started chasing me. Missed the first one. Second one disabled the vehicle. Jump out, get shots. Now, I jumped out and faced the wrong way. Had I not hit him with that impact, he would have killed me. I got to work on my car jump outs in those kind of tight situations. Typically, I like to try to make some space because that merc will merc you. All right, so got this bounty up, chasing him. Then I moved, he made a big jump, and I realized, oh, he's in that heli up there. This should be fun. I don't know why there's helicopters in solos. I don't understand it. They're not that hard to take out, but I don't think heli should be in solos. All right, but see, I'm determined to get this guy. Like, you're not gonna fly away from me. I'm gonna get you because I'm petty like that. I'd rather sacrifice the whole game just to get this guy that's trying to fly away and camp on the edge. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so I wanted to make distance like I just said because I didn't want to jump out, but then he disabled my vehicle. So cover is the primary focus. He went out in the open. Easy shots down. Somebody else was shooting at him though, so I broke back. He started shooting at me. You can see his mark through a precision. Not sure exactly where it's going, so I just shifted to the left a little bit. But I wanted to move because he last saw me up there on the right, so I'm going to assume he's going to push in that direction. Typically, people call precisions like that, too, so they can move and reposition. But I repositioned off his reposition, popped the UAV. Now I know where he is. Patience. Hit your shots. Dead. I don't know if he was a sweat. He had a Terminator skin, which usually means they're a sweat. And he did have some good shots, so. But sweats don't really hang out here, though. All right, use the UAV to mark my next target. Heard him coming. Had my gun out where I thought he'd be. Easy shots. Now, the UAV picked up one lower right, but I forgot exactly where he was. He's by that car over here, but I didn't remember. Again, I got to do a better job with soaking up as much information as possible with my UAVs. He's down here by this car. You see him run out. Now, I don't know how he died. I got the elimination, but you can see in the upper right, I still only have 9 kills. I don't know if that impact killed him or what, but I didn't get credit for it, but they did get the elimination. Jump ahead here a little bit. Vehicle coming in, putting down shots. The fucking bullet velocity on the Merc is insane. Skip ahead once again. Hear a guy down below me. Thought he was maybe climbing this ladder. But I think he was actually on the steps. Yep, hear him coming around. Just gonna play the window. Few shots. I threw that thermite to cut off his point of access to try to make him go up this ladder, but most people aren't that stupid. Now, this is a good play. Called the precision on me. Get me off the roof. Now, if he was smart, he would have took that opportunity to climb up on the roof, which is what I thought he did, but I think he downed himself with his own precision. I just pre-fired as I heard him coming around the steps. Dead. All right, skipping ahead again. Here's somebody sliding on the right. See a porty by dropping in on top of the roof, which typically means a sweat that got it from the tower, which means he's probably got specialists too. And that guy just pwned me. That's Jersey's finest. I run into him a bit. I'm a Jersey boy myself, so I don't mind that, but I will get my revenge. That's him shooting at me again as I... That's him shooting at me again as I fly in. He's a sweat, so he gets the sweat treatment. And I know he's going to push me because he knows I'm down bad. No plates. Plating up here, just trying to kind of break line of sight, make him guess where I am, but he is on it. All right, so I mentioned earlier about how petty I am. I am very committed to killing this guy. One, because he killed me, and two, because he's from Jersey. A few games ago, I asked him what exit. I forgot what he said, but little Jersey boy action going on here. Now, I'm camping a bit. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm just going to hold this spot for a little bit. Try to bait him to come out. Because he is a sweat, so he will be aggressive. But he's a pretty smart player. Silent but deadly over lower light. I've played against him, too. Killed him a few times. I like solos right now because you're playing, like, the same people over and over and over again. So it's kind of like old COD. Before lobbies would disband, that kind of shit. So you get to have these fights and talk shit, good revenge. See him sliding up top again. I'm just gonna ride this out a little bit because I want to kill him and I'm just waiting to make my move. He's got the porty buy so he can buy another UAV, buy whatever he needs. He just threw a thermal barrack at me again. All right, gonna speed this up a little bit because I waited here for a while. Again, the pettiness kicked in and I was committed to trying to kill this guy. All right, let's get into it. So he's having a fight up here on the roof. That's my chance to make my move.
Fucking rat.
Bye-bye, Jersey. And like I said, he had specialists, so thanks for that. So I noticed that he didn't leave, so he was watching me because he was pissed. So I said, let's have a little dance party. Yo, napkin. Yeah, got the lasers going and shit. Sanitary napkin. What just happened? You just got killed by a sanitary napkin. Let's get it. Ooh. I'm just being toxic as fuck right now, but again, I wanted my revenge, and it's a Jersey boy. All right, let's jump ahead a little bit. Took advantage of my gas mask, hit this porty by. Bought a UAV just to see what was going on. Got one under me. I had heard him earlier. Let's drop down. Caught him by surprise. See you later. All right. Now we're in the super duper end game. There's only 3 left, and I know where they both are. One's in the car, and guess what's going to happen? The other one's going to get in the car. All right, there you go. So you got them both in the car. That means I got to get above them because I don't want to get ran over. I don't want to end this game by getting ran over. So I'm just going to watch them for a little bit and try to pick my spots, see an opportunity arises because I need to get to the top of that hill where they are. So I need them to fight. But if there's an opportunity to take one out, I'll do that. But I need to get these vehicles off the playing field. Lay shots into one, lay shots into the other one. Both vehicles are disabled. He kills them. I say, all right, I'm going to take my opportunity to move while they're fighting, while he's finishing them off. Because, again, as you can see, the circle pulled, so he could have a power position on me by looking over this hill, which he does. I get good shots on him, which makes him back off. I was a little delayed in my plating here. I'm thankful for specialists because it saved my life a few times in this end fight. Now what we have here is a good old-fashioned standoff. I'm in the middle of the circle with a head glitch. He's kind of laying down straight ahead, probably waiting for me to make my move. So it's about who's going to be the most patient here. I don't need to move, but he doesn't need to move either. So it's about seeing where the circle makes us move to, because that's going to be the next play. If you get a good pull, whoever gets the best pull is probably going to win. You hear him crawling around there. I kind of know what he is, but I didn't want to guess because, I mean, this is the last one. Why overextend myself? All right, so I kind of got the pull here. He's got to cross by me in order to get to the circle. Hear him moving a little bit. Push up, break my cover, see if I can maybe shoot down on him. He decides to come back up, lose aim assist on that bush, and then fall off. So now he's got the power position now because I fell off. So now I'm just trying to stay as close to the hill as possible because it's very difficult to shoot straight down. All right, kind of hear him making his way over to the safe zone. There he is, straight ahead, cross in the gas. Get some shots on him. He gets some shots on me. Pop smoke in his face so I can move. Good old-fashioned gunfight, and that's how you get it done.